Well, the only thing we talked about on that break was how funny that player profile was. That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Oh, dear.
Nothing was made up in that video, by the way.
That was legit.
No. It was literally a legitimate.
Why do you think we got so
profile.
many ducks here? You know, like it all makes sense. We are live.
Oh, we're
though.
live.
Ooh.
with
All right then, let's
map
get
number
into it.
two.
Right into the action.
No dualies, I see. That's a bit upsetting.
Yeah, maybe.
We try it once, you go
Learn
for
his
one,
lesson.
and then,
Something like that. I don't
and then
know.
you realize it's GrandFinals, and you gotta win the map.
The Julies. Oh, it's such a sick clip. Well, let's have a look at it. See the setup where the Team Liquid on the T side will be heading. Very slow. Not clear where they'll be heading towards just yet. They have got that PT-50 on Twist. Is it the armor combo? Indeed it is. They've been running this a few times throughout the event. They've got a Molotov. Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, they've got a smoke, a flashbang. And we'll see whether they can get this one done. They're going to hold towards the connector, though. That's going to be Team Vitality. Ready for the initial kill. A lead.
Okay.
That's filthy. He gets 2. Answered back by MBK, but a massive advantage now for Liquid. This kill means everything. Stewie will find it. Surely Liquid can pick this one up.
That truly was it. That was a 3v3. There was a Naf who's actually
Oh
hurt.
my
Oh my
God.
god, dude. Or was it?
Ooh.
A crazy shot, but a great response. In RPK, they don't know where he's rotating from, but they know he's a B-man, so...
Yeah,
Coming
I
in
mean,
hot.
yeah, they'll know that he's the B anchor.
So...
I have the intel now, and desperate times for RPK. Might get one.
You know
He's
what?
got
Look
him
for
there.
the shots. Why not? You make your way in. It's one top of the box. He's happy to take that headshot fight. It's not good just yet, but he gets one. He's so close, but he gets gushed. Damn, dude. That was very, very close.
I didn't know he had it in him. That was some precision from the tank.
Oh, don't make me talk about RPK and Source. No, Moses.
Yeah, let's bring that up again.
I really know all the
Henry,
history.
thoughts? Yep.
Back to you at the desk, Moses.
All right, 1-0 for Team Liquid.
You know, I've had a rough time here. You know, I try to be nice.
Okay.
Try
What
my
happened
best.
now?
Yeah.
Did I have to defend you here, Henry?
They're just talking shit about Source again.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Not really.
Oh, I missed
Hey,
that.
what do you
then,
mean,
sorry.
not really?
No,
What
wasn't
did you
RPK
say?
a
He
god
didn't
at
even
Source?
notice. You don't know what we said.
All right, they were being nice. They were being really nice. Let's leave it at that.
Twist with the Galil leading the way to sandbags.
We'll see if this force bite coming through from Vitality will lead to it. They've still left
Shadow.
themselves about $500. That's the initial kill. And that's going to be a gun down. Can they retrieve it, though? I'm not sure. It's behind the smoke right now.
The NBK 5-7 causing PTSD through the Liquid ranks. And they're going to get an easy plan out of it. This is... Vitality can actually posture for a retake here and see what happens. Especially now that they discover that short sewers is clear, they actually have, you know, a launching ground. Problem is,
Yikes.
someone back towards T-spawn. Stewie's going to be able to handle this, and he definitely creates a 2-front battle.
Man, that's actually a great spot.
Yeah, now it's all over.
Crossfire you wouldn't expect. Zywoo. Stu will just follow up. Leaves his post, comes in for the last kill. And Liquid are off to the races. 2-0.
I like seeing that out of Stewie, just because he had a really rough first map, right? Like, go get yourself some easy kills, calm down into the game. Those kind of kills actually matter.
Yeah,
They do
Absolutely.
matter for mindset. Definitely matters a whole lot.
Especially when you feel like, I know he had a good game yesterday against an RG, but
Oh,
like
man.
his tournament overall, like I know he hasn't been satisfied with it. So just getting in the grand final, getting to the swing of things, and your map pick, like it bodes very well for him. Let's see whether he can keep it up. Full eco, pretty much. We have got Vitality with the HE stack available to them. I've got 5 players towards the B side of the map, hoping there's a full commitment from Liquid and they can bombard them with the airstrike. But whether that will be a realistic proposition is a whole other idea.
And when you're when you're doing a nade stack like this on an eco, you're dedicated to the site. Like
Yeah.
no one rotates away. Like your entire strength of this kind of a setup is in the grenades. So you need all 4 to be there at all times. They're just going to chuck it out now.
Ooh, that's preemptive.
Yeah,
They're
well,
gonna do
look at
some
the
damage
rotation
to
from
Naf,
Liquid.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And they move out of the way. Naf gets finished off. They recover, and I think it's just a MAC-10, unfortunately. Natural jock for position to defend against a CT, rotate in, and he'll have the MAC-10, so he wants to eat up these kills. It's actually Nitro, excuse me, and he goes ahead and gets another. So that's 3 to the SMGs. Get $1,800 made quickly, and MBK, who has recovered the MAC-10 of Naf, can't really do anything, so pretty solid.
Yeah, he's just going to chill. Look for that bonus money on some kind of a late kill as Nitro goes hunting, and good finds. 3-0. Liquid off to a good start on Overpass.
Insane amount of money there made by Nitro, who will presumably be buying the first op. If they go ahead and do that now, we'll find out. Or if, well, he has the Mac 10, so I guess he
Keep
has no
the
reason.
Mac
I think
to
he'll keep
upgrade
it.
just yet.
Keep
Yeah.
the Mac 10.
Yeah, you know their money's pretty weak right now. They've got no helmets on the CT side. That Mac 10's super viable.
He's an absolute cash cow, right? He's just under
Yeah.
$8,000
You might as well
already.
keep rolling with it, keep it loose, keep it fast. We'll see if they got that same
Hey,
mindset.
there are some compromises too. 4 players without helmets.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. That's what makes it so potent.
You know, Daddy is potent. With the Mac 10.
What's
Nothing.
Is that a joke?
Was the finish. I just finished it.
Do it again.
You can watch the VOD.
Thanks, man. I feel like I missed a punchline.
I think you got the punchline. You
Yeah,
missed
that was the problem. We are going to have Zyber on the AWP, who's been an absolute monster today. We'll see if he's able to find Vitality the first round. There's the helmet situation. MBK dinked once, finished off with a close range shot. Nitro barely takes any damage for that frag as well. Now upgrades to the AUG. This is a dream start for Liquid. But the bomb goes down and turns into a nightmare very quickly.
Oh,
the
wait,
flash
what a
bang.
flash.
It was perfect, wasn't it? Who threw that? Was that
API
Zywu?
was-
Zywu threw the flash.
Oh, sorry. Twist. Real trade. Wow.
Damn.
They abuse top bathrooms perfectly here.
Yeah.
All the shadow abuse. Yeah, they got all of these kills. That's the only kill that happened without the use of a shadow. Nitro's on the other side of it. Throw smoke to try to cross. I don't know if he's trying to feint to get a kill back. Oh, he actually hasn't even gone into the stairs, so he'll look to take the fight. He'll lose the fight. Liquid lose the round. Good round from Vitality. They maintain their rifles in majority as well.
Did they get the AWP for Zywu?
They did not, no. Could drop one, I guess. Yeah. So spend a lot of money. Natural eat through all of his income to get the op and then the rest of the guns. Bit more difficult to op sometimes. Some of the maps you want to forfeit it on the T side for mobility and for the thought that you can buy AKs more often. But Overpass is really open. It's common to see this. We'll trade incendiaries with the smokes.
Were they using the AWP against NRG on this map in the semifinals?
Not a whole lot.
I don't think they had to, man. They
Yeah.
they played like one half.
Yeah,
And then it was over.
they were playing extremely fearless too. Like a lot
Okay.
of we saw a lot of aggressive play from the CT side. Like Elish pushed A long, getting a lot of control.
No, they're not playing
Flanked
fearless
them like
now.
2-3 times.
Yeah, we were like, yo, Nitro, why'd you guys play so fast? They're like, well, they couldn't stop us.
Yeah.
So we just kept doing it.
Too love to hear that.
Here
It's a
there
good response.
is some respect earned. RPK,
He
very
must have
good.
been dinked.
He got battered down. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, towards the B bomb site, maybe a spam battle.
Uh,
Oh, this is a late peek. That's great.
These
That's beautiful.
flashes, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
Great
Vitality love those. It's very
Yeah.
similar to like the B bomb side car on Inferno where they were playing in Banana. There's late takes.
Yeah, a lot of spots
from the
like
CT
that,
spawn
yeah.
side. Yeah. It's really cool to see, and it's actually, I think that the French teams at different times have gotten very good at, on this map specifically, of having aggressive CT sides, and this is like a continuation of that. Nice shot from Twist.
Almost got caught off on timing. And off of that, 20 seconds, they have to move up to the site. Zywu will be the first line of defense. He has the op. There's flashes that blind both him and his opponents, but he comes awake, gets the kill, and he's got a teammate who's already rotated into Optimus, looks for the continuation spray. Can't get that down. The bomb will need to be planted now. Twist can try to cover him. He'll get the spray off, but time runs out. Bomb will not get planted. A really good kill from
Damn.
Alex.
How
It's
did
a
he
little
make
bit-
that work?
It's a little bit slow here at the moment for Liquid, I feel like. Not a lot of time to work with at the end
Well,
of these
He
rounds.
went to plant in the smoke instead of front dice because they weren't sure about Optimus. So
Sure, okay.
he's more in the open.
To answer Robin's question, when Adren came in as the coach, like, their T side slowed down dramatically. Like, they stopped being so loose and more default style.
Less buggy.
They hold up. They wait out all the grenades. They want to execute it fully with map control, and they're normally pretty good at getting that bomb down. Like, they normally nail it. But yes, that was obviously very touch and go with a few seconds left. Didn't work out for them. Cost them the round.
It's definitely what they needed, though. This Adren pick was like one of the best they could have ever
yeah,
done.
for sure.
100%. Like, Adren is such a smart player. He's
Yep.
always been. So, been around the block for so long.
Oh,
With
for
these,
sure.
like, again, inexperienced players coming in with such an experienced one. It's somewhat relatively similar to ENCE in that regard. These coaches getting a lot of freedom in molding these two teams.
I think it's good that despite all their talent, they did they were humbled, like tournament after tournament, when they would get to later stages, and they were like, no matter how good we are, we're still not taking it over the line. So they're open to changes, and especially allowing a friend to maybe have more control to tell them to slow things down, which might make them impatient, but they're here to win, obviously. Good collateral shot from Zywoo. And it's not the worst round in the world for Liquid. They don't spend everything they have. They already got 2 kills.
I'd love more. Love one more in a plant. Problem is, this push towards long is the ultimate insurance policy. He can flank behind. He can just stay alive. He can come from a new angle they don't have the manpower to check at. Nitro is going to go down, so it's going to be tied up 3-3.
Yeah, not much he can do with this one. He has not got the bomb. That's just behind him. He's completely locked in, looking for any damage he can do before he is dropped. But it's just a matter of time before Apex closes things out. He's towards the bathrooms here, and here comes the kill any second now. There we go. Nice clean finish, and Vitality get 3 in a row. So Liquid at that idyllic start, and it took, unfortunately for them, another nightmare situation. It looked like they had the round under control. It all falls apart due to the time, similar to what we had on Nuke with the whole MBK situation with the 5-7. One catalyst has led them to a bit of a hole, but overall still 3-3 early days, and they've got another full buy here. 5 rifles, one of which is the Krieg. They do not have much utility though, boys. They've got barely anything there.
I feel like it's going to be a relatively fast round here.
Yeah, it has to be Liquid.
Yeah, that also kind of takes A out of the equation, at least if you're going to do some kind of default and you see there's so many players at bathrooms. They had a lot of trouble taking the long bathrooms in the first place, so now they're going to be even more wary. It's actually only one person in the B site. The bomb's dropped outside. The congregation of the T's is here towards Monster as well, so there's tons of pressure put on. Oh my god, is that just MP9? It's MBK alone with an MP9. They're relying on the fast rotates in.
It's so important for MBK to stay alive here.
This is
for
crazy.
As long as
no
you
short control,
can.
not even stairs control for the CTs.
And that's still fine. As long as MBK stays alive here, they can give these like this all they want.
They're making the bag rotate back though. They're not pushing through.
I think Liquid found the timing as well, and unfortunately,
now
no
it's
one's
really bad timing.
No one's coming through Monster, right? So he's just going to go down, and that's the bomb site loss. Now you're in a retake scenario, and it's already shut down. Just fall back, save. You tried to go for some trickery. You tried to make a straight call out of spawn, and it's not worked. That's fine. Just save the weapons.
That's so lucky. Nitro lagged out, actually.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, so like MBK actually ended up dying before Nitro goes down there. Yeah, really good timing on Liquid. One thing we saw from versus the Energy game on their T side, Liquid played, like you were talking about, Henry, with Adren there, you know, playing a really slow game. They did that really well versus Liquid or versus Energy of just holding spots. Energy, again, fishing for information. The difference here is that Energy had nowhere near the efficient flashes that Vitality has had, like really these when they cover, like when they clear the areas. Energy dry peaked a lot of these, so like kind of sloppy flashbangs, and Liquid, you know, positioned up with a Krieg or with an AUG, getting a lot of entries that game.
Well, it will be Liquid to pull one back after giving up 3, but as Jason pointed out, there was an obvious save call there for Vitality. They lost the first 2 members towards B. No chance of a rotate, and they will say the AWP, 2 AUGs, and money. It's okay. They've got 1 more buy left in them. They'll be pretty fractured after giving that round up with the reinvestment of grenades. We'll see if they can juggle the wealth around. It's going to be Round number 8 coming through. Still no AWP on the T side. Another map player is not really required on this side of the map, but it certainly helps out if you've got a star sniper. We'll see. Never Liquid are going to keep to that slow pace as Vitality start to climb towards the mid area. Can hear footsteps towards Playground. Perfect flashbang, but RPK set up with a double kill. He'll find it. Luckily, Team Liquid at least took 1 down with them. But a 4 versus 3, this kill is everything towards a connector.
He's not even going to go for it. He's the pivot point, right? He's just there to cut off the rotation. He just needs to get this kill. Never needed to take the battle, and he's got 1. It's NBK again alone at this B bomb site. But again, the 5-7. We've seen it do work in the past. Coming out of this smoke, he's got Stewie. And now he's got the cover of the smoke as well. This is pretty sick. Now it's going to be a tough job for Liquid. That kill from NBK is everything in the round.
Absolutely is. 3-on-1. Nitro left, though. Very handy in the clutches. He's got a minute to work with here. If he can do anything, finding a kill, maybe 2, that would be enough. So he can run this clock down. He has got the bomb, waiting for an opportunity here.
I think, yeah. I think in his mind, he has a chance to push the A, even though they know he's in the B site. But they don't know. He doesn't know where the 3rd rotation's coming in. He knows MBK is just going to hold his fall back this way. So flash to come out. Let's see if he gets the respect he wants. But no, it'll be a heaven peak. It's a little bit labored, but RBK ends up finding the kill.
It's a nice plant, though, all things
Absolutely,
considered. Yeah, if he gets that down, like, you're laughing at that point. That's cool. He won't get to win that 3 versus 1. Very well played by Vitality. Gave him no opportunities, no access points. He went for the bomb plant in the open. It was the best thing he could have done. He gets an extra $800 per player, but Vitality will tie things up 4-4. Does mean Liquid can get a nice, healthy buy here, though. You can see the AKs coming out once again. The option for the AWP is there. I don't think they'll be bringing it out this round, though. So
I love the forward aggressive screen they had out at bathrooms. They had at party, excuse me. They have the smoke down.
Yeah.
They had RPK to stand there as a pick, and then they had someone to push at long. RPK pushed at long to flank, and just get a free AUG spray down.
Well,
and
the thing
Liquid
is,
that round actually threw a great flash to trade out balloons in the first place.
They were fighting each other. They both knew what both teams were going to do there. They had like. It was Liquid who were aware there'll be an aggressive push towards a party position. They're flashing that. They're focusing that position. And as soon as they've done it, Vitality swing around, and it's aggression again from RPK. It's found them 2 kills here. They've got another 5-on-3 advantage. Job done. Fall right back. We talked about this with Ents on this particular map, taking those advantages. You've got to fall back, set up the crossfires now, and make Team Liquid run down the clock and really work for any sort of opportunities now.
This game is getting way too easy for Vitality, winning so many of these opening battles. Like, just push up, get your 2 kills, and like you said, you just turtle up in the bomb sites and you just play the numbers game. But like Liquid, at some point, has to stop allowing this to happen.
They're actually falling back. No, he's just picking up. Because they were going to see somewhat of a scrappy fake. Not suggested. 3 on 5.
Problem at this point for Liquid is, like, you have to go through the process and steps of taking this map control, right? But since you only have 3 players, you can't watch the whole map. You no longer have, like, the actual manpower to watch for the pushes that might be happening. Like, this fake is going to take so long to come to fruition that it's not actually going to pull anyone away. That third player is going to be back into a close rotate scenario. And you're going to start getting aggression and monster behind this Molotov just to get the information.
Time running super low now. It looks like they're going for it as well. No save here. They're going to go through Monster with the 3 rifles. At least a trade is coming in for the CTs here. This could be a nightmare round. It's such a low percentage of doing anything with this for Liquid. You can see they've got nothing left. Have to just face every single angle. Try and trade. It hasn't worked out for them.
I love Alex just holds that angle, doesn't unpeak. He knows he has the support there. He's just playing selflessly. He just realizes, I've got this duel. If someone comes out, my teammate's going to help me out. Doesn't play for himself at all in this moment. Just holds that for information. Does all 3 in. And Vitality know that if time is cut down that far, Liquid are going to execute at 25 seconds, and that's every time they come through a choke point. After a long delay, it's never been past that point. So I was worried they were just going to get pre-nated in the first place. But now Liquid are going to be on pistols. They have 2 flashes at the very minimum. Never good to have only upgraded pistols. 1 flash can make a world of difference. But versus the buy of Vitality, we'll see if that's even the case.
Wow. Liquid, very, very good with the Deagles, but this time no armor. A couple of flashbangs to support them. They're trying to sniff out kills towards that connector, but rightly so. Vitality have reeled it right in. They've read the economy very well. You can see they're not really aggressive at all at this point. 3 players towards B, which is the most likely outcome with CZs. So that's going to hold up. This is really nice. Vitality have called such a strong game throughout this entire tournament. The calling is what's really stood out for me as they win the game very well once again. Liquid just hoping they can bait out some grenades, at least get something out of this round. If you bleed them of all their utility, at least that's some cash removed, but that's about as good as it's going to get from what I can see. A couple of flashbangs, the decent map control they've got, to be fair. Maybe they can at least get a bomb down.
See what they do. They postured up. They're close to the choke points. They haven't turned the corner at long until just now. Don't know if there's they didn't have a smoke to use. There's no way they got control at long. They're just going to have to run the risk of getting in. They have pushed Naf in to try to draw rotate maybe last second, but here we're near that 25-second mark, and the nades are about to fly. Nitro lines up his singular flashbang. MBK's in the middle of a reload. Zywoo chimes in as per usual, and MBK has an easy spray on his hands. It looks like he should try to clean up, but a nice 1 dig to answer back, and it's not going to matter too much. The rotates are here. The cavalry is in, and Vitality are up.
I would have probably just preferred Naf to just go with the flash on A anyway. Like, what are you gonna do on B with one flash and a deagle?
They seem to do that too much in like these really pivotal rounds where you can see one extra guy would really help out. He hasn't made any sort of distraction on the other side of the map.
It doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Like one flash, like, you know, like if you're an experienced team, you just, yeah, one flash here. Like you hear nothing else, maybe one footstep. There's still, it's very common. It's just such an easy fake to call, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you know, you have the 2 flashbangs. Yeah, explode into the bomb site.
Yeah,
then,
you follow
know,
it up. They might turn away from the first, and you're ready on the second
yeah, you
one.
have 4 guys, and then just one guy just dives for the bomb plant.
Yeah.
You know, try and get it down.
Could be enough.
Ooh, I love this.
They've really been focusing this long position. You don't see many CT teams utilize it as efficiently as Vitality. He does not hit the shot, however, though. So he'll be fine to retreat, but there was an opportunity there.
It's a low risk push almost,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And they already had their success with that push with RPK 2 rounds in a row with the AUG. So why not just throw it up there, try and get one pick, and then you could fall back safely.
Yeah,
I forget which who they were playing against. It was day 1 on Overpass. It was one of the last games. But one of the problems that Vitality had on that Overpass side, on the seat side initially, was that they kept on losing entry again and again, and Saibo got nothing. He really got nothing. Like he had really no impact on the game. This series so far, Saibo has been playing a little bit more aggressive from the start, like trying to go for these entries right off the bat.
Yeah, they've got so many forward A setups, and they're all working out really well. I was going to say, minute 20 into the round, Liquid haven't died. That's already a precedent that's been set. That's nice, because they have had such a hard time just getting out to Fountain.
Look how many flashes and utility they've burned to get to this point, though. They actually don't have that much control. They don't have control of bathrooms yet. They know one NBK is here because he threw the smoke. And they've got to be worried about this aggression now. And are they going to swing? They're looking for the intel. NBK with 1. No one to trade there as well. So we still got the position in only 27 seconds. This is a disaster. An absolute disaster for this Team Liquid offense.
They are really falling apart.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. You mentioned it, 38 seconds. They use half their nades. They haven't even got bathroom control.
And again, like I said, right, the difference here is that versus Energy. Energy gave him all these opportunities.
Smoke doesn't help them at all. If anything, it's made things more difficult.
Yeah, Vitality not giving them anything, honestly. Like,
it's really
playing
strong.
this, so super well. I really would like to see a timeout here coming from Liquid. I want to get
That's
out
a
of
good point.
these, like...
We haven't seen many timeouts.
No. But
they called 1 on.
Yeah, here
there
we
we
go.
go.
There's a T timeout. Like here, we got to go back into basics here, right? Like what has worked, what really hasn't worked. These slow plays, Vitality is not giving you guys anything. We have to have a stationary op, stick it up somewhere, take a gamble, maybe go A, maybe go mid, and just put that there. But maybe take something fast. You know, maybe short, maybe water.
Yeah, what's crazy is like water as well as stairs aren't even played that often by Vitality. It's been a lot of A setups, and Liquid are just trying to force their way into the A setups. One of the only rifle rounds they won was when they killed MBK, who had an MP9 on the B side by himself, when 4 of his teammates were putting up this wall on the A side. So if they aren't even messing with that on the default, and they go ahead and get stairs and water for free, at least if things go wrong when they try to go for their A hit, they've got that in the first 20-30 seconds, and then they have options to rotate to B afterwards. They also can do full execs from the B site and test how good their entries are out monster and short, because Vitality haven't been pushing that aggressively to take control of it in the first place.
We'll see here. I love timeouts. I love what Adrian has to say about this one.
Yeah, they're going to need some adjustment here. This is the partial buy. Remember, they won the Piston with that 3-0 start for Liquid, so only 1 round going in their favor since then. ZywOo, scary pick to make against those CZ, but he gets it, fades away through the smoke. And at this point, he's confirmed. They're on pistols again. Back to basics. Let's go into all the crossfires of the B site, and that's exactly what Liquid are going to hold up. Oh, it's a scrappy kill. I feel like MBK is going to go down here. Lots of backup, though. It's going to be Apex swinging in from a defeated position, and it might be a bomb plant ever, Stewie. He'll get it down, but not much else. As he does get the plant, that's about it. The defuse will come through. They were going to be able to buy next round, so it's not a huge deal they got the bomb plant, but obviously every little helps at this point.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue, I think they'd rather be having more kills in these rounds than the
Yes.
bomb plants at this point. Like, ZywOo's got 15k. They can buy through like any kind of losing streak, which means for the next 3 rounds, like, the next 2 rounds for Liquid is not going to get easier. They're going to have full buys essentially every single time.
Exactly. I feel like the AWP might be a good idea at this point. Let's see if Nitro fancies it.
I want this op to just play somewhere, and the other 4 just...
Yeah.
No, just to hold ground while the other just work a spot,
Yeah.
right? And do it a little bit faster. We can't wait, 30 seconds, 40 seconds left. Vitality's just waiting for you guys. Actually, they opted for no ops. Just 1 scope weapon on F.
All right, so this is probably what they were talking about in the freeze time. They're all pretending like they were going to fuck with A again, and then they're coming out to the back of Monster. Might just go right into an exec. It's a feign from Vitality. There's not actually anyone on short, but they've made it seem like it. They'll go ahead and try to walk in. RPK's got such a strong angle, and that is a depressing way to die. Alex will also help out with not only a spam, but his nade. That does a ton. That sucks.
Round's over. Get
They're
banged
playing,
out.
yeah, they're not really playing the... There's a lot of dry peaks here, a lot of like weird angles, not really using your utility.
I don't think Liquid really knows what's coming. to be
Yeah, no,
honest with
I
you.
agree. They have really not. They don't have a good grasp at the moment how
Honestly,
Vitality plays. This,
no one's
this
seen
half.
Vitality this good before
Yeah,
this event. No
absolutely.
one's seen it, right? Sure, you might think they're a good run in group stages, but this is the best looking Vitality like this entire tournament. They've peaked on the CT side at least here right now in the grand final. This is wild what they're doing on the CT side.
I think at the very least, like, going for the straight up monster hit. I mean, RPK just sat on this angle he loves. He's like ready for the monster hit. It's not much they're going to do about that position. I mean, they could have just done the flash over at the very least, but him and Alex have been pretty rock solid. I just think that the smoke was the only thing they used to stop him from going to short B, and they didn't bother trying it.
No,
And
they never even took it again.
It was free.
Yeah.
So it's not always instrumental to take 2 choke points, but it can help. Obviously, splitting 2 choke points is just a fundamental basic of what makes a site take good, and Liquid avoid imploring that. Maybe they feel like the communication's a bit discombobulated. They want to keep it simple because things are not working in the first place. People are probably a little emo right now. They're down a map and a half. So we'll now see one of the last rifle rounds of the game, round 14. We round this out, map 2 of the finals. And Liquid will go back to their standard default. But what's going to change? Was just driving himself in through short B, and he'll find that there's nobody here. So
Yep,
once
that's
again,
a
they
good
throw
start.
that smoke, but he's got the info.
Yep.
I think one silver lining that Liquid has at the moment is if they can get these last 2 rounds of this half, that would be a pretty good half, all things considered. Like, they still have a chance to salvage
point.
this, right?
Yeah.
Like, as much as a disaster as it's looked, they've only won, what,
Yeah,
like 1, maybe
right.
2 gun rounds?
On their map pick as well, you know, so
Yeah.
like if they go on the CT side, win the pistol, which was great, and to kick off the T side, it could be enough, but they need to get those last 2 rounds first. I think 11-4.
Even just
I
one.
wouldn't be that
11-4 is not great. 10-5 you can work
10-5
with.
I'm thinking
9-6,
about
all
okay.
things considered, is phenomenal.
All right, I'm picking it up. I like that.
Well, it's not gone well.
Well, that's all out the window.
I'm glad you're in at this point. Glad you're right
I
there
got
with
you
Oh,
me.
there.
I like the. Oh,
Is that
we
a
go.
kill? Oh, he gets the one in the back. He knows one's up close too, but no,
Oh, it's
RPK
just-
wins that.
It's the same thing though,
Yeah,
Robbie.
good
It's
trade.
Naf going in
I know.
alone to B. That's such a commitment, but
I
no
know.
one else to back him up. Even if he gets 1 like he did, what's the best case scenario from that point? What happens now?
it would have been fine if like someone off the shore made some noise, so like you don't fight the 2 there.
Yeah.
You know, so just so he like looks the other way for just one more second there. So you get the first kill,
It's-
maybe get the second.
To
But
me,
there-
it's like it feels like you're stuck in a hole right now, and people are trying to make individual plays
Yep.
instead of going for the calculated executions in today's game you need. But either way, Elise does have a small chance here with 10 seconds on the clock and the positioning of the CTs. It doesn't look likely. Double digits as Liquid, remember, the 3-0 start. No one's really fragging hard at all. We've got the very top. That's going to be Nitro with 12. As good as Nitro is, that's probably not the name you want at the very top, considering you got the likes of Stewie, Twist, Naf in this team. You want those guys at the top. They're your stars. Elige as well, definitely. He's 5 and 12.
I think the problem is, the weather's been crap today. It's been rainy. Liquid hasn't been
Yeah,
out there
it's
more
more
warming
like
up on
France than it
basketball.
is LA.
Stewie
and
and
you're
Nitro
playing
haven't been
against
out there
like a lot of
shooting.
source players here as well, so like that's a problem.
That's true.
Right.
That's always a lose-lose.
That's an
Love
issue.
that, Henry. Yep, love
You
that
gotta
one.
take the victories where you can.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. It's a good one.
I feel
Well,
like
again, walking out. This one gonna go better though. Huh?
Let's keep it simple. Get stuck in. The first kill, surely not a second.
Never
There's
mind.
It's not
three
going to
in
go better.
total.
It's not going to go
Never
better at
mind.
all.
They came out at least this time. They didn't just get completely shut
did
down.
get out.
that's true.
But this time, that was the default that we saw, I guess. Oh, okay,
Wow.
4-1.
Okay.
That was the same round we saw Vitality do the 4-1 setup, and then this time they just came out. But again, we saw, Liquid literally just walking out of bomb sites here. Like,
That's not good.
Wow, they won the
That's-
pistol.
We didn't see a lot of like, for example, we didn't see a fully fledged like be executed like early.
No,
we saw
we
that
saw
monster
none of
play
that.
one, that like absolutely none of that. And like when you don't get any control in up in mid, like yeah, you gotta start taking over B. You gotta take over connector. Like
At least a set piece to get a bomb down. Let's
Yeah,
get a post-spawn
exactly, yeah.
situation. Let's get some confidence. Or we got the firepower here to make that
look
happen.
how many diffuse rounds they had, right? And both of these were
Yeah,
ecos. So they
that's
didn't
true.
even get to play an after plan.
Damn,
with
that's a good
weapons.
point. Dude, and that's the thing. They have so many executes. They have so many. They're not even bothering.
Well, at least going into this final, we said it in the pregame, at least this will be eye-opening for Liquid. They're not the level they potentially think they are right now, at least.
I want you to know, I've been holding this nugget for a while. I talked to Stewie before this began. He said this is exactly where they want it. They wanted to have a disaster of a half to start things out on this map. Get the hopes up.
This seems a bit too specific.
Tear them all down.
A little bit
No,
too
he said
specific.
specifically 4 to 11. So when they
Okay.
got to 4 rounds, you know,
All
they're
right.
just,
And then to crush
Ah,
some French dreams.
yeah.
Okay.
Now it's time for the comeback.
gotcha.
You're gonna win not only the map, but you're gonna win.
Did he sit you down? He's like, it all starts with a pistol.
Jason, I've got to tell you
second
something.
half.
He's
You're
like,
going to
listen,
release this gold in the second
Yeah.
half of the the second map, potentially.
Yep, that's what he said. He said we're gonna lose the first map.
That's
We're
unbelievable.
losing. We're going to throw that away.
It's completely disregarded.
Forget about Nuke.
Like, that's not even.
Oh,
that's
okay.
more like
Lovely
it.
push.
Here we go. P2000. Respect.
He did that. Was that Leash that did that last
Keep
game
it
too?
old school.
That's old school. I respect that. I love that. You guys, I'm laughing. You guys together, please.
A blind shot and a kill. Alish is maintaining the crossfire. He ends up dying on the overpeak, but it's still 4-2.
Oh,
This
no.
should be pretty easy for the
Oh.
CETs, you would think. It is Zaiwu after all. He's got 100 HP, ultimately, but he has a Glock, and he's pretty close up. So let's see. That's a first kill. Oh my God!
He's winning
It's
this, boys.
Twist on 1
Nice.
HP.
No,
He's
he's
gonna
winning
find the
it!
flank. He's
He
looking the left.
wins!
He's got 1 HP. He's got 1 HP. He can push and get it. He's playing with the headshot angle. There's a chance here. Oh my God! Right in the body. He wins the
It's out.
1v3. Henry. He's taking his headset off. He's standing up.
I mean, he's a madman.
Hand over mouth. He's about to leave.
It's just unbelievable.
I mean, that's insane at that point, right?
Okay.
What did
boys.
Stewie say about this?
fucking
Yeah, boy, did he say?
Christ.
Did he predict the pistol?
Listen,
as well?
this wasn't part of the
All
plan.
of the plan.
Okay.
Something's gone wrong. Something's gone horribly
Oh,
wrong.
Dude, get
God,
clapped.
that was this
If
shot,
is,
dude.
Oh,
Get the fuck
Oh,
out.
wow.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You know?
Damn.
oh my God.
Oh,
That's so sick. That's gonna be one of the plays of the tournament. That's so good.
1-on-3 completely locked in on Bob's side. Like you don't win these.
Oh.
Could have let him plant.
You don't win. Yeah, exactly. Could have let him plant. You don't win those.
That's gotta be it. Like the state of affairs in the Team Liquid room right now is gotta be just disastrous. Head in hands, the tactics weren't there. It's all falling apart. You had a 1-on-3 to bring it back, and that somehow fell apart. He didn't even plant the bomb. That's
The closer, once again.
dude, right? Like I was interested to see.
we might just call him the closer. From
Like
now on.
I haven't really got on board those IO hype trains. I'm ready.
You ready
to
now?
See, I want to
You
see
on
it at a
board?
big land, but like now we're seeing it against Team Liquid.
Final, yeah.
Did it before as well. This is so nuts.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
hello, a
that's-
chance.
Yeah.
No,
Timeout.
no, wait.
The CZ God. Twist. He's up close. Boom. He's on for 3. Okay.
Still a chance.
That'll
Low
be quelled.
HP.
Yeah, there's a flank.
Woo!
And it's good. Bomb dropped right into his hands.
Not again, surely.
Not again.
If he had 100, I think he'd win it.
Yep.
I heard Nafly making the move. Look at that. Look at this confidence. Just coming through with the
What
knife.
a
Oh
piece
my
of
God.
shit, dude.
Are you serious?
Why is he calling the bluff like that?
That's wild.
Damn, all right.
Why is he just
all
knife
right.
out the whole
You
way?
can tell now the
He's
bias
just-
coming out.
Imagine having that level of confidence. That's
He
crazy.
didn't give a fuck.
He walked
Oh,
down
man.
5 stairs without pulling out his gun.
The balls in this guy.
That is insane.
Got to move fast, I guess. Well, is this the full investment? It is. I'm actually kind of worried for this one. Vitality have won a lot of these
You're
this
good, bro.
tournament.
You're good.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problems. I'm worried. Liquid just need to play a nice passive game. Nothing too fancy. Let's
Build up that economy.
exactly. Let's
Build
just,
brick by brick.
just sit back, enjoy this round.
Yeah, there's literally no smokes on Vitality. Just flashbacks.
Everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
We're turning this car around.
Yeah.
All still mates.
We'll see what they can do here. Legit though, Vitality, their Deagles have been simply incredible this tournament. We'll see if they can find any more form here. Damage done. I think that must have been a dink or something else going on. Bomb goes down. Is there a trade? No. Massive advantage. Leave the bomb there. You do not need it at this point. They're not going to plant it regardless. You don't have to hold it. To be fair, he wasn't going to get out with the player towards long. So still with the advantage here, they do find an AUG. Who has it? It's MBK.
He's called out at least 2 players and the bomb drop, so they have some information. They have
Yeah.
the timings on certain locations of the map
bad.
for the moment.
Where's Naf with low HP?
Probably lurking.
Okay.
Problem is, he's in the rotate position, right? Like, he's going to be the first one back towards that B bomb site at the moment. And with low HP, that bomb site can fall apart real quick.
And with the 2 flashbangs.
It's all about timing with Stewie's peaks towards Monster. When does he see him? Oh, no. Okay, one's here. One just dropped in towards water.
Okay.
Going for
20
the
seconds,
check.
he sees
That's
him.
nice. Yep. He'll fall back. He'll call him over. They'll play
Headshot.
passive roll inside of the site. Nicely done from Liquid. Nicely done from Stewie as well.
That would do it. That's the force buy dealt with. So a full eco now. This is the round you can really enjoy, Jason. This is the one where, you know, sit back, enjoy yourself. Shouldn't even receive a kill in return. No problem at all. Everyone's going to be feasting on these frags now. This is where the confidence get built up again.
That's where the Eco Cobras come out.
Exactly.
Twist got that UMP. Twist doesn't strike me from our conversations as an eco warrior. Not gonna lie
Someone
to
who's
you.
not hunting the frag. No, I think he's big picture player. He's
Yeah.
there for the round, you know.
In fact, I think they have 4 big picture players. They have
How much HP has he got? 2.
2.
Jeez.
Listen,
That could have been the duel to win them all.
You've
You
been
get
getting battered.
Glocks in connect.
Oh,
it's 12-6. You've been getting battered. Everything's a danger at this point.
The single Glock duel. Damn. That would have been messy.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
One too many times.
Well, this looks like it's fine. I can get this kill, no problem. Nice shot. Shouldn't be a plan here. AUG is up. RPK at the front of the spearhead here. We'll see whether he can at least buy some space for the AUG here. A couple of kills will be fine. They're looking to close this game out. They've still got a lot of work to do. On the T side now, this is Liquid's pick. CT side is where you feel more comfortable generally. Let's hope they are, as it looks like we'll take down Apex. And Liquid start to close the gap now. This isn't as bad as
it's
it
not
once
completely
seems.
out of reach.
Yeah,
that's
with
great.
the eco win on the second round, we're okay.
So, well, I think the worrying thing is we're still a bit far away from being able to say it's looking good because Vitality has just played so much better. Like, the scoreline isn't necessarily that intimidating, but the fact that Vitality has just been leaps and bounds above Liquid throughout most of this map.
Kills are starting to pick up slightly, but this rifle run would definitely tell us a lot. We'll see how confident Liquid are for sure. I mean, there's no reason for them to just continue to be passive or to give up in any way. I mean, they have what it takes. They know that. They have the talent.
Oh, look at
And
this setup.
they
2
have the
boosts.
map.
The question for me is how long they hold this stack.
That's
right?
such a great way to hold this stack.
Yeah, but you have to blow it up at some point because no one's watching Picnic, right? No one's watching Playground, Fountain, Picnic. So at some point, yeah, they can get behind you in the staircase. So Nitro's going to go check it out. That busts up the crossfire a bit. Quite a bit. You imagine that player rotating back towards A is going to meet up at Highway. Nice shot from Nitro.
It's clean.
Now, the Molotov is nice. It keeps space for Nitro, but it doesn't let him get into any information, right? He can't go up and peek and look and see what people are there. So Liquid has got to start rotating and shifting people back to the A-bomb site. There's only one defender here. It's Naf. With that second kill, they can play a little bit more retake, so it's a tad bit safer. But there's a lot of moving parts to this defense.
Yeah, they're running their duels dry. Naf gets out of dodge and puts 2 down 2, and RPK last alive.
Nice off angle there from Naf too. Not really
Sick.
expecting that. And good job from Liquid too. Having all 5 alive, building that economy is going to be definitely needed. Say that. He's still alive. Gets the first.
That's a pretty clean round. It was a default that got picked apart one at a time. So we saw somebody lose a jewel over at short B in that area as the The hit came out towards balloons. Nitro gets a kill, and then they all chime in one after another. No trades in sight, so that's a good sign, obviously, for Liquid to just win one of those slow-paced rounds without it ever looking like it was in jeopardy in the first place. Half buy in for Vitality. They're spending quite a bit of money, but down to about 1.2 to 1.5. And what's the eco strat? They have a fair few nades. It's actually a lot of HEs, 4 of them on the T side. Much harder to score points with those than you would on the defense. Door gets busted open. They're going out for a quick B hit. That's an insane amount of damage done by Naf. That's a solid. That's a solid hold. He'll take that kill
back on
any
their
day of
feet.
the week.
This is looking okay.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's against pistols, but like these are confident rounds now. We'll see if there's anything to be found at all. I don't think there will be. MBK, he's the only one of any health. Zywoo, he's bleeding. And now we're going to try and rotate back round. The bomb waits towards B. I guess MBK will try and make some sort of presence towards A and hope they can sneak the bomb in.
That'll be a good consolation prize. You can at least get a plant. This could be a pseudo eco. They're kind of waiting this smoke out, but the bomb will get put down. And so will MBK. Within 3. Within 3. Lots more to see on the CT side as well. Lots more for Vitality to show as well. There's a number of ways they've lost rounds, but there's still many, many rounds for them to work with.
Yeah. 7 rounds so far on the T side. We haven't seen Zywoo with an op yet.
Oh, wait, is it 7 rounds clean? They had the...
Is that what it's been 7 rounds, right?
It's 11-4.
11-4, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing about T side too. Like, it gets a little bit dangerous because obviously you want to get that op up on Zywoo, but you've had like these situations where like you're 4.6k or like 4.7k can't really keep on buying, and then you want to save one more, not really. So you're stuck in this weird like limbo. You're not getting obviously the kill on Nitro to even pick up the op. So you're forced to be playing these like AK duels, but same thing here. Almost like these, we have a lot of mollies and stuff. Would love to just see like a straight out execute here.
Nitro take charge. He had such a good first half. He's been good on the op in general. It's not been 1 or 2 maps. He's been leading a few maps at the event so far, so he's clearly feeling good about the performance.
Oh
that is
God.
a good amount of molly damage. I mean, I like that so much more. So at least you're gonna use one. You think someone's gonna run out. You catch him on the way out as well.
And listen, a bonus is on Zywoo too, so like
Right.
you literally just
You're evening the odds here.
yeah for sure.
Getting on even strength. We'll see what happens.
Well, a much slower approach here. Getting to the bookend of map number 2. It's still Vitality in the lead, but only posting 1 round so far in the second half. Liquid managed to establish himself at least. It was looking so poor in that first half. The T side is not coming together in any facet of the game. Hitting the 1-minute mark. Lots of mid-control coming through. Easy to smoke toward the bathroom and indeed towards middle as well. As we'll have Nitro here. Now on the AWP. More of a CT focus on that weapon. They'll head back towards the B sides of the looks of Vitality. They've got the utility. We didn't see many executions from Liquid at all. I'm sure Vitality got some tricks up their sleeve here.
These 2 or 3 defenders at the B-bomb site are so important, though, because the 2 A guys are out at longest rotation possible. So if they end up executing onto this site, 37... Look how far the bomb back is, though. With this much time,
Oh my God.
they're just now realizing
They must have forgot about it.
That's
Yeah.
going to eat so much time off the clock. They have to go B now, it feels. What you're hoping for if you're Vitality at this point is this one player, Alex.
Where are they going? They're going back to A. The bomb is going to B.
Yeah, create a diversion if you're Alex. That's what you're hoping for at the moment.
They're faking with the minority, though. Or
Yeah.
the majority, excuse me. They're using...
That's all you have to do because you left the
Oh.
bomb.
Oh,
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
this
disaster.
is such a mess of a round.
That
This
is
all went to shit as soon as that
terrible.
bomb
The
was thrown
pressure.
down. Yeah, that's a super sad round, honestly.
They didn't even have bathrooms control to fake A.
It was
Yeah.
looking like that's a perfect example of overthinking the situation, right? You've got decent mid control. You're falling back towards B, then someone's medical. I'm going to go fake at this side of the map. Oh, we've left the bomb in T spawn. It's just a whole thing.
Dude, if
The
you're
whole
Alex
thing
at
was
this
a
point,
mess.
you're like,
Oh, yeah, it's like, all right, so we haven't got a bomb, we've got no time, we just lost 2 more kills, you're dying and smoked. All right, well,
yeah,
I feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen at that point.
yeah,
Could be.
yeah.
There looks like there's
Yeah.
too many moving parts going
No.
on.
Yeah. Alex needs to
One thing,
alpha up.
another thing to note there too, Vitality did not allow Liquid to take that much space. Like, they literally just walked connector, they walked out water, like nothing. Like, no, Liquid wasn't even watching. Like, so you see the difference there already. Liquid giving more space for Vitality, but again, sloppy play leaving the bomb. I'm hoping that we go back to that in maybe next round or the round after, since we didn't really get to see that execute at all. Still think it would have been a pretty good one.
Holy moly, that was an ugly round.
If they don't win this, I hope Vitality just calls a timeout.
They need to.
After that kind of a round,
this,
and losing a bunch in a row,
Calm it down.
just make sure everyone's on the same page. Yeah, not even for anything specific. Just be like, let's just everybody take a moment.
Well, to be fair, like, yeah, sure, you mentioned they won DreamHack Open, you know, but like, they're in the grand final now. It really does change game when you know you're in touching distance of actually doing it and closing it out.
You could feel it.
Yeah, like everyone starts to
And
get
just the
caught in
quality of
headlights a
teams
bit.
from here compared to
right.
Atlanta as well.
Absolutely.
This
So,
is such
still-
a strong long setup.
yeah, I don't think they'll do much with this.
When you, like, I always look at this as a fishbowl. You come in through bathrooms by itself without long control, and then you just get eaten alive by this crossfire. Like, Nitro's happy. He doesn't ever have to worry about long. He can sit here, wide open to long, because he knows his teammates is there to watch him. Dry peek is in. There's a bunch of nades, but not a flash, and he is just going to have his way with all of these players.
Nicely
No scope
done.
in. One player left.
Give him the
Could
ace.
be the eco ace. CTs need to run from this. He has been leading the charge, dude. He is. It's an eco, but he denies a bomb plant.
Let's
no
get
one
it up.
dies. 21-14.
Let's bring the Julies out again.
We
Let's
need
do it. Let's get them out.
You've
know
had
what?
a lead. It's your time now. You're
Get 'em
obviously
out.
on fire.
Get those Julies outside.
Dude, they don't even flash him, though.
Yeah. No. We need an op on Vitality side now. It's gone too far. Like, I can't believe we have one of the best players in the world at the moment being on completely on fire in Saiwu. We have not given him a goddamn op in this half so far. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you
you're
mean.
committing a goddamn felony at this point.
All right.
Say it with your chest.
Arrest Vitality. That's what we have on the.
Oh!
You don't need it, Fiffy.
Wow.
You don't need it.
I don't
Get
need
the nasty
it.
ass out of here.
Oh! All I need to do was start yelling, and then we're all good, all right?
That's it.
Oh, dear.
Oh my
It's all
god.
falling apart.
What is happening?
It was
Okay,
looking so
Stewie,
good.
you're gonna salvage this?
Here we go. Counter-Strike Source
Oh.
now making its way towards a B-bomb site.
Oh,
we'll
come
see
on, Jesus
bomb
Christ.
go down.
Does that mean the B side has full of bugs?
Let's see if this is going to be enough. 5 versus 1. It looks good. Very good. 13-11. That's the kind of round
Yeah,
I was
super solid.
expecting to see, but that's much more like it.
And look at that.
Jesus,
Double
man.
orbs. Here we go.
Dude, it's one thing to lose around like that on a rifle, but you lose it when they're saving already. They don't even care if they lose again.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. It's all right. They've got plenty of money built up on the liquid side. 11-13. Double op setup still. No, excuse me, coming into play. Stewie's got one now.
We'll see here. Well, we'll see a difference. First round now on the board
Look at
with
Zaiwu
Saiwu on the
with
off.
his spawn in the op.
And this is what I wanted, just holding position somewhere and then have the other people just work some ground here.
Liquid showing that they have enough money. They just want to make sure no one's going to be rushing at all. They slow down the pace. Stewie's on the boost. There's so many of these boosts that he has to be worried about. Getting spammed back is also a potential threat. It's a weak setup to hold against Monster, but there's no aggression just yet. Stewie will take the liberty of pushing into short B. There's no one here to be a threat. I don't know how far he goes off of this, but he's not going to have support from stairs, so he's going to be a bit concerned. Yeah, he's just playing quite passively. Like the late molly to short, that actually helps out quite a bit.
Are they trying to get aggressive through Monster? No, it's just one player shoulder peeking. Okay, smoke down. Twists. Timer on this.
Oh boy.
You don't want to play the smoke game. Nice shot from Stewie.
You don't know that.
I did.
You can feel it.
Except none of the other
And his
viewers
plums.
knew that I didn't know, so thanks for that one, Anders. I
Yeah, it's like, yo, fuck Jason, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Prove it.
It was an absolute sitter, all right?
All right, still recoverable though, but the time is running low. We'll see if this rotation back towards A will be enough. And the CT's aggressive. They're in the bathrooms this time. At least you feel like this. Oh, I love this crossfire. This is such a sick one. Very difficult to shut it down, but it's a fake and one that won't yield many results due to the fact that CTs are there, ready and waiting. This is a nightmare round.
It's so tough to run a fake when you're in 4-on-5.
Oh,
hit
it's
them
gonna be
both.
collateral shot. Nice flip.
Oh, no. Okay.
That one was good, Launders.
We all
That
saw
was
it.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
it
You
was
can't argue
good,
that.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay. yeah.
Running fakes is so tough
3
in
orbs.
4-on-5s, which I think
3 of them.
the problem is Vitality didn't actually have
Oh, my God. They kept the
any
ball.
ground to stand on.
Okay, well, if ever there's time to throw around, this could be it. This get rid of it. It's cool.
Yeah, this is where the Tech 9 rush comes in.
Yeah. He's like, oh, shit. All right, yeah, just a PSA. 2 ops on most maps is okay.
Wait, did they drop it?
Yeah, they've
they
thrown
dropped
it
the
away.
third one.
The
Oh.
third really won't help you out. That's
Really?
considered a
Well,
lot.
Diminishing
actually,
returns on the op
Henry,
numbers.
Henry, trainers, I feel like it's still okay.
Yeah, sure. There are a few exceptions, but you won't see any pro teams running that
Rain.
unless once in a blue
It
moon.
gets abused real quick if you do it like more than
you
say
just, you
one,
just drop an
2
execution on
rounds.
their
Yeah.
ass, and it's done.
Yeah. Like you pick one up 1 round, just get a free win, you know, and then you pick up an AK or
that's
whatever.
fair. I wouldn't buy another gun. I would still run.
No,
that
I
gun.
would
Or
still,
just-
yeah, I would
If
still
it
keep
happened,
it.
I would just deal with it.
For
Yeah,
sure,
just deal with it. It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
I wouldn't waste the money. I mean,
And they know Vitality are buying, so
I mean, they're still pretty wealthy, but that's still a lot of money to just throw away, you know?
It's
So-
better than losing the round.
if they read the 2 ops, then you kind of want to move into
Listen,
an
who
execute.
says they
You
won't?
don't
Robin,
really
at
want to
12 to
default
13 in
versus
map
all
2 of the
these
grand
ops.
final, would you buy a round with $4,750?
I would have kept it off.
They're faking this A control. Oh, that's a good nade. Running.
I would have
but-
fucking kept you off, done something with it.
Something.
something.
One not be very good, but
Listen,
he would have done
as long
something.
as you
would've
have
gone
a plan,
I
alright?
would have at least gone for it.
Right then, it looks like the B execution. Well, maybe it's the nades for
Ooh,
now.
okay.
They do a little bit of chip damage, you know.
I like this though. I like the little gamble.
Yeah, going
Could've
short
worked
is
out.
safe. They know at least they smoke the short and then they wait for it to be smoked.
It's a
They don't have
fast
to worry about
execute.
the ops. Yeah, they need to go in the execute, especially if they think it's 2 ops.
Oh, they're through as well.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out. Oh,
No,
bad
it's a
flash.
No, it's not enough. They're knocking on the door here.
Is that the
Twist
angle?
needs 2.
It is.
He needs 2. Oh, he's running out of bullets. Not going to happen.
He's gonna get traded.
Here it comes.
Important kills.
Here's Naf. Here's our boy. That nasty ass in the back of the box.
I was going to do it. I'm glad you did. I've said it way too much. There we go. Bomb going down. 3 versus 3. And now the plant comes in. I give a slight edge to Vitality due to the fact, now look, they've got double orbs. And the reason we say 3 orbs doesn't work because it makes the bomb site retake a lot more difficult. How do you hit that shot? It's not going to happen. It's down to the orb. It has to deliver. Zywu with 2. And surely that's it. He'll hit the shot but not get the kill. And now it's up to Nitro scrambling for a rifle at this point.
Oh, he
This
doesn't
is a huge round. Everything on the line. There's nothing you can do about it. That was a good recovery from Vitality. It's going to be 14 to 12. Money's still strong for Liquid, but Vitality just 2 rounds away now from lifting that lovely mallard behind Jason.
Holy smokes.
Big, beautiful duck.
Big, beautiful duck.
I think it's just what you said, that if Twist got 2, then they had a case for the hold because
Yeah.
it can't retake as
He
well with
was
2
worth
ops.
2, I think. Like, knowing how good he is, like, he definitely could have found a way, but it was obviously kind of hit every fucking shot, but... you know?
That came from a
Henry
deep
trying
place. That came
to
from deep
walk
within.
back his criticism of Twist just a smidge.
Obviously, the stupid motherfucker can't hit everything.
All right, guys, it's a grand final. I feel like you guys are being a little bit too silly. I like having fun, but this is maybe too much.
Nice flash.
Okay, come on.
Forehead.
All right, I'm back.
Ooh, this is going to be great. Stewie, this timing is so sick. He's going to get 2. Alicia's doing a great job. Here's Stewie from behind. Nicely done, and they secure it. 4-on-1 scenario. Robin still laughing in my peripheral vision.
Hold it together, Robin. You got this.
You can't hold it in
Breathe
much longer.
slowly. Here we go then. 1 versus 4.
V-Doc.
Apex. Oh, that's a throwback.
That's an inside
We'll
joke.
see if he's got anything here. No grenades. Liquid's definitely have the round, but can he take a few down with him? Free fire looks good. Oh my God, is it ever? He'll get that nasty ass and move back.
Oh.
We'll see it. There's another.
Make a play. Makes your dick hard.
1, 2. All right. Fifth Laren, just do some more Swedish shit. Let's get just get it done. Let's get through this.
Oh, Apex, he's really hard right now. He's moving in for the 1v3. He hasn't planted the bomb just yet. He'll now do that, and the CTs are giving him tons of space, but he'll get caught falling off of Optimus by Nitro, and Nitro will come in for the defuse. It's all wrapped up. 13 to 14.
That was pretty good.
I had lots of breath left.
I like that tone. The voice, the delivery.
The body language.
I was really dancing for that one.
Okay. All right. Should we make a pact? I won't make any weird jokes. We'll just go with the
You
normal
can't make that
casts.
pact.
Yeah,
Go.
that doesn't really work.
Let's make pacts that we can make.
Guarantee that
usual
lasts for 1 round.
Everyday casts. I'll put my filter on. My broadcast hat. We'll
Round
do it.
28 of a grand final.
Here we go.
Lock in.
I mean, this is super serial, guys.
Soggy cereal.
Well, it's short.
There it is, DJ. Respect. All right, we lasted 10 seconds. Starting again from now. God, Robin, come on. If you start laughing, it all goes wrong.
That's
That
why
laugh
I'm
gets
pushing up
us.
the microphone.
It
I'm not
gets us.
laughing in anything.
All right, twist here.
They might execute.
Oh,
Down.
The
Okay,
trade,
team kill.
That's actually an important trade. I mean, even though it's a team kill, well, no, they're actually not moved in.
Well, he's going to go for this.
I like
Naf is
that.
going to risk it all.
That's a pretty.
Nice smoke.
He can't stop the plant,
Someone
but
has
he can.
pushed the CT, right?
No, that's in short sewers. But the spray. He commits to the smoke spray. Commits to the gamble.
Oh,
there
he's
goes
behind him.
Elige. Nightmare Snake.
We need to hope this is 2 minutes. No one wants to listen to this.
Where did he come from?
No, this was great. What do you mean? He pushed there
Apex.
right off the bat. Yeah.
Oh, he did,
Yeah,
yeah.
he pushed it.
I
right
think it
off
was
the
a
bat.
trigger discipline. He was just like watching
Yeah.
him sing those two. That was it.
It's bird watching.
Bird watching. I like that. Was it Blue Jay his favorite? Is that what he said?
Cardinals, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, yeah. Not sure if that's true.
That's
but,
your national bird, right? Launders?
The Blue Jays.
DJ would know.
I mean, I know it's the Blue Jays, like our baseball team, but I don't know if it's the national bird.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
fuck me, right?
You a Raptors fan?
Our
Lifelong or this year only?
I mean-
of last few seasons. but,
Henry, you're
I mean,
really all of the defense right now.
I used to go to games when I was a kid too, but yeah, this is kind of.
Surreal.
It is, yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a really nice comeback, but Liquid need 2 to cap it off. 13-15, timeout taken. Liquid still have that double op set up. Stewie's going to be hurting with no armor. What do you call here out of the timeout?
Man, for Vitality, they have a lot of stress.
Well, it's a
at
double
work.
up setup, and I feel like one of the problems with Liquid the last time with double up setup was that there were two, like Henry was saying, you can't retake with 2 ops. You have to make sure you really divide these 2
Yeah,
ops
man.
in both sides. So like even if it's a retake, it's just a 1 op setup.
And they lost the round where they had the 2 op setup. So
no, that's what I mean.
Vitality,
They won B, they executed B.
Yeah, if they go B, like short B again. I mean, literally, Astralis' overpass was just B executes over and over again, and it ended up working out so well. They were always able to get plants. If they go for a B execute, just because that's a recent strat that worked really well. I wouldn't if I was Vitality, I wouldn't expect Liquid to buy 2 ops again because of how well that worked versus them. But if I was Vitality, I'd think, well, we won the rounds despite the 2 ops, so why not?
And keep
try
in
it?
mind too, like this is a very obviously it's a very important round because if Liquid loses this,
That's a very good point.
they win. But look at the
This is a very important round.
All right, guys. Everyone's going to chase the fucking giggles.
No,
This
what I
round
was gonna
is
say
so
was-
important for
what I
Team
was gonna
Liquid.
say was
close, man.
look at the economy on Vitality. They're still a little bit scrappy to the point of there won't be maybe another op with like a lot of utility.
Look at that! Look at the nades they've got left. It's 1 minute 35.
Dude, Stewie can't spam
Do they even
on
have a
this
smoke
angle.
left? They've got flashes and an HE. That is-
decoy, don't forget the
A
decoy.
decoy, and there is one smoke. I haven't got my glasses on. But
the
there is
decoy.
one. That's right. The decoy is there.
Yeah.
You can see a Heaton maneuver coming.
Dude,
ahead
this
to you.
is
That'd
smart
be
by
it.
Vitality. They're using the same fake, like the light fake out to
Something.
bathrooms. The ops aren't even peeking A at all, so they're not even being proactive with the 2 most expensive guns. So this is a lot of space for Vitality to get. Oh my God, he's taking the liberty of just walking downstairs for free.
This
It's like they're not
defense
even
is-
scared of them at all.
It's really sketchy, and I'm glad that at least the A side, the long and bathrooms player, are being mobile. They're not sitting around. They have felt no
They're
pressure
pushing,
because they
dude.
need to get here in position for a rotate
Oh,
very,
boy.
very soon. Stewie and Twist have a decision to make. Do you hold?
Oh, my
okay,
God.
so
They're-
they
they're
make the
hurt.
decision to fall back.
They heard him in the site.
That's
That-
fine. You know players are going to be in the side. The question was whether they were going to push and get aggressive, try and find a pick.
Look, that
I love this
rotation.
smoke short.
Look, all the way
From
T-spawn
Elige,
now.
yeah, T-spawn, that's very far away still, though. They have to do work to allow the time to come in for this flank. Flash is certainly
Oh my
going to
God.
come out. Vitality just teetering on the
It's too
edge.
late.
That's allowed
Way too
Elige
late.
to
Just
get in
go,
position.
man.
But they need these entry kills still if you're Team Liquid. That's beautiful.
That was a-
Follow-up is not there, the pre-shot. And all the kills coming in for Vitality.
Oh, it's done.
It is. That might be the knockout blow. Even the flank cannot do anything.
It looks like we have a new champion here. Vitality are now left in the 3 versus 1. That's a great shot from Elige, and that is not going to be enough. Fantastic effort there from Elige, but unfortunately it will all crumble there, and Vitality have stunned us all. They weren't even in the conversation to lift this
What a
trophy.
class
The crowd is going wild,
They are
Henry.
going
the
absolutely.
atmosphere is
Guys, get up.
incredible.
Get up. Start clapping. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Again, everyone
Bring
get
the
up.
hype.
We're going to get up. Right, there we go.
Yeah.
That's a huge win.
Everyone,
That's a huge
they're going to
win.
be in here any
Liquid
second.
in
Pretend
the
you were all
final.
watching this
We
go.
have to
Get
clap for the
hyped.
next minute. The
Yep.
next minute.
Henry,
Damn.
what can you say about that?
Honestly,
I'm so impressed, man.
super impressed. I'm not going to say Liquid played a bad game. Like, they had their moments of like nightmare situations, but Vitality, I want to focus on the positives and the amazing level they have presented and the way they've grown as a team. Even this very week, this tournament has been fantastic for them.
I mean, the nice thing about this finals is that Vitality has done so much to prove this. And like normally when there's an upset of this level, you talk a lot about how the favorite team underperformed. But with the way that Vitality has played throughout this event, all the strategic things we've seen out of them, the improved CT sides, the opping from Zywoo, RPK, Apex, NBK stepping up, Alex being a new in-game leader who's been phenomenal for them this week. Like, there's so many factors for them to focus on that are positive that you can't take anything away.
And then there's also the fact that it was 8-2 in the groups, and people had questions. Well, they got nicest vetoes possible.
That was
They
your
move into the
concern,
best
Henry.
of threes, and they're in the playoff stage, and then they take out ENCE and Liquid, the number 1 and 2 seeds, or
Remarkable.
potential for
Yeah,
that.
it's insane.
These guys have made their mark in CSGO now. Like, people were kind of like, we were all
Yeah,
kind of
I was
thinking
wondering
about
if it was
them.
like a hype train that would just
Yeah.
die out. But
Listen,
yeah, they
anytime
just
you
came
knock
in.
out the number 2 and number 3 ranked team in the world in best of threes,
yeah.
you're going to get some eyeballs on
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
That's a proper win for Vitality.
Well, time to invite these guys to tournaments now,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we are.
Well,
Let's
grab some
get them
people
in
up
here.
Yeah, get them in.
Wait, is that all of them?
That's 2 of them. Only 3. 3 now.
Remarkable stuff, guys.
Wesh les frères, viens encore.
We got to get Zywoo. Yeah, we got to get Zywoo.
Yeah, we got there.
Listen, I've seen your interviews. You've been phenomenal in the past.
All right. Well,
No,
guys,
no.
guys, congratulations. 2-0 against a top 3 team, and you beat a similar situation before in the semis. Remarkable stuff. Nathan, what does this mean to you? I don't want to say how does it feel like. What does this victory mean? Does it set the pace for the rest of your year? Do you feel like this is going to boost the confidence? What does it mean to the team overall?
Well, first off, that means don't fucking bench us.
I like that.
And,
Strong start.
That's an excellent.
And second off, I mean, it's easy to pick top performance when everybody is playing at 100% with a brand new game that nobody has seen. So, you know, we're very happy that we can reach that level, obviously, both individually and as a team. Now it's the matter of not getting knocked out in groups next tournament and stuff like that. So
That's a good start.
consistency, just trying to pass groups and then go further and further. Yeah.
Go on, just use the next.
I want to talk to Apex because we talked to Nathan a bunch about this week. What's it been like for you? Because we've mentioned to him like the reset that you guys have had to make from being on major winning teams to not being inviting to advanced online qualifiers for the major. What's it like, this whole rebuilding process for you?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was a long road for us.
Yeah.
Like starting, not getting invited by any DreamHack Open, like nothing. We had to go through all open qualifiers. That was tough sometimes.
Yeah.
For example, for the major, we qualified at the last open qualifier. So yeah, that rebuilding a team from zero is really tough, mainly with new players. Zywoo is like phenomenal, but individually, you need to get a process on the long term, and that's why it's tough in the.
I guess that's one of the best things we've seen about this team. It seems like you've all grown, like it's all kind of coming together. Before the conversation, even a couple of months ago, it's like this team, they can be dangerous. They rely quite heavily on Zywoo, though. That hasn't been the case this tournament at all. You individually, it's been one of the best tournaments I've seen from you in a long time. Like, did you do anything different to your game coming into this tournament to improve, to get to the level you're at right now?
Well, I mean, of course, I always played a lot in my life
Sure.
to get as good as I can, as I had like the entry figure wall, which is pretty hard. But I'm feeling really confident in this team. That's not like in the past, because you can do whatever you want. See, if I fucking want to rush through the smoke with a right click, no one will say anything.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case before. So we play how we like to play, and I think that's the first thing to become good. And that's what happened for all of us, I guess.
I want to move on to Alex. You've been playing in the French scene a while, right? You're not necessarily a household name. This is like your first big team, right? You're the in-game leader for most of the maps, I believe, at this point. How has it been working with so many iconic names within CSGO and handling that pressure? Have you found it easy to work with, or is it something you're still building into?
It's been quite easy, actually.
Yeah.
Watching
him.
Don't say the wrong thing.
The first day, Nathan was like, "Yeah, we trust you. Just do what you want." And
Yeah.
so that's basically been it. It's been tough trying to work out how to use people. because before, DLC, it was kind of like we had to be a good team, and we didn't have necessarily the individuals to put into different roles and stuff. I would just put people where I wanted to, and that was it. But in this team, we've got Apex, who's obviously like an iconic entry fragger.
Yeah.
Zaiwu, who we have to work out how to use and how to put into a system. But yeah, it's been good.
How long have you been actually taking over the reins of in-game leadership?
On this team, or
Yeah, this team.
since
Right after
major,
Katowice.
right after the
Yeah,
major.
Right after Katowice.
Right.
It's
See,
like 2 or 3 months.
What was just out of curiosity? What's like the first thing that you worked on as an in-game leader that you saw that you're like, this is what I want to change about Vitality?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He changed all the strats. He said they were shit.
To be fair, you
Well,
have-
Nathan.
Yeah, I did
Well.
kind of say that they weren't great.
I gotta
and then
work
we
on
came
something
back
else.
to some of them. But
Yeah.
no. I think the first thing I was trying to work out how to use everyone as a team to make sure that everyone was like, as Dan said, like everyone's happy and is enjoying what they're doing. I think that's the most important thing for me. And then it was a long time finding my place amongst all of that to perform individually as well.
Actually, he doesn't speak English, but our coach is a big thing why we are here right
Okay.
now. For real.
Yep.
His work is insane, and the guy, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying right now, but he's just working his earth, and he's not really known for most of you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
his knowledge is like.
What's his
it's-
background? How do you guys get introduced?
Give
to?
us the
So-
resume.
Well,
Give
he
us
was
the-
a source player.
The
Oh, really?
funny thing is,
Did I know him?
so he was my very first in-game leader back
Okay.
in the days. So
Which
the
team?
first team it was Dreamer.
Okay.
So the team that really made me explode and go into video games. So he was
Yeah.
the in-game leader at that time.
Cool. All right.
And so then he has always been around the scene,
been casting.
mainly casting games in French, in the biggest duo of casters in France. So, just he's been around forever watching all the games. And so
Amazing.
when we talked with him, when we wanted to change the coaching staff, it was pretty natural that it happened. Plus, he can take jokes, he can make jokes, he has tough
Nice.
skin, and he made his plays very, very easily. And we wouldn't change him for anybody else. So we're extremely happy with ideas right now.
Speaking of Source players, we've heard a lot this week about how good RPK was in
Yeah.
Source. Can you guys speak to that a little bit? Yeah. Come on.
Well-
We were just having fun and saying like he was the daddy of Source, right?
Right,
And now,
yeah.
now it's like we've
The
seen
daddy.
him.
And
We've
I don't really believe Henry all that much. I wanted to get a second.
It's just like now, like we were trying to like tell people like, and this week we saw like amazing stuff from
Right.
RPK. It was
Oh,
like a
absolutely, yeah.
nice peak of form, like some
Sure.
crazy shit was going down.
Yep.
Like is this a flashlight pattern? Has he been maintaining this level like the last in practice and stuff like that? It's been crazy.
Yeah, I think it's he's a hard player to use in the sense that you need to put him in a very structured system.
Yeah.
But once he has that, he's just free to headshot everybody, and that's his main strength
That's what
by
he
far.
does.
And so yeah, for everybody that follow Counter-Strike Source, everybody knows him as the fucking tank.
Yeah. Right.
Just running over
Respect.
people,
The
and
motherfucking
so that's what we're trying to do, put him in that scenario, in that system, and then it's just magic happening.
All right. Excellent stuff. Jason, you got any other questions?
Well, we haven't touched on Zaiwu yet. We talk about everyone but Zaiwu.
Right? Yeah, fair enough.
How's that been going?
I was about to do a big thing for it.
Oh, you were?
I know.
I was when you said
Oh,
no, I was
fuck
about to do a big round of applause and
Sorry, I had to
everything.
make something up.
Go ahead. You got this.
It's obvious the skill level is incredible, and we've talked to various like smaller interviews throughout the event. But what do you really see as the limit for this guy?
That's a good question.
When you see it's the beginning for him,
Yeah.
he's in the pro scene for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rookie
In the
year.
really
Yeah.
like tier
definitely,
2, tier 1 for 3 or 4 months. The guy is just insane. Like we've seen, I think, and he's like not 100% yet, as you know. He's like, I'm pretty sure he's far from that
Okay.
because he has a lot of things to learn still, even if he's like incredible.
Yeah.
But as a team player, he has still a lot of things to learn. But individually, as a player, decision making, all the stuff. He's above everyone. He's like a kind of like simple. I didn't see much people like both of them being that good with AVPs and rifle.
This
like
is exactly
yeah.
what we
He-
said.
Yeah.
against Ants. Against
Against
Ants. He
Ants.
didn't play AVP for the whole game.
We had a,
Another pass. He did 35.
we had a
36 kills.
bet that Henry would have to wear a pink princess dress if he got to 40 kills.
We almost got there.
He was
36.
3 away.
Almost,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was 37. I
Unbelievable.
think.
24 warns.
Yeah,
Imagine, even if it was a bit tough.
Yeah,
tough game.
well, I completely agree with you. He understands every facet and discipline of the
Yes.
game. This is a superstar in the making in his rookie year. This is phenomenal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before you guys, let's lift the trophy. That's my personal MVP. Amazing stuff, young man. That's like, I
Chicken.
hope you keep that up. And I guess the guys just make some noise. Lift the trophy up. It's Vitality, a summit for champions. Let's go. Hey, lift that
Don't look
duck up. Lift that
disappointed.
duck up. Let's go.
All the way above your head.
There it is. Amazing stuff. Well, trophy there. The duck has been given out, Jason.
It's a beautiful duck, Henry.
It's a
We
beautiful
couldn't
duck.
have picked a better
It's
color
strong.
scheme.
Oh, absolutely.
Some people like the green and white ducks. We here at BTS do red.
Amazing. So what do we do now? How does this work? But you and I have never done this show
hiding.
before.
I'm just,
Well, I guess
Hey, let's get the
gonna
group
say a
back
word.
in.
I'm just gonna say a word. Thanks to Summit. It was a fucking great tournament.
Yeah, it was.
Great place to be in. Enjoy the atmosphere. Great places. So thank you.
Where do we see you guys next? What events you guys at? Next?
Next week we're actually flying tonight.
Dallas?
Overnight. So JMAC Masters Dallas and then ECS Land Finals right after that. So yeah, we just 3 weeks in a row now.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, brother. Congratulations. Thanks for all the interviews all week. Congratulations.
Good
guys.
stuff. One more time for Team Vitality. Yes! All right, Jason, as leaves us one last thing to do. Take it away. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's been
Listen,
a good,
That was a good time
run.
to
This has been-
That was a good time.
They should have just done that.
cut off that.
Just
Roll
accent.
credits.
Try it again.
See.
Do it again. Do it one more time. Do it
No,
one more
because I
time.
don't know what the show is.
right.
Listen, Henry, I'll do it. All right.
Okay,
Just-
here we go.
well, here's the thing.
I want to say, first
Closing
of all,
thoughts for you guys.
on behalf
this is your
of Henry and
first
I-
event.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, this has been phenomenal. Thank you so much,
loved
everyone
it.
tuning in.
This is the
BTS
first
staff.
time I can be myself, my true self. I can just let.
Hank is back.
I feel alive. This has been amazing.
Yeah.
What a fantastic experience. First time in the studio as well.
They weren't
Hopefully-
lying the first 3 times around.
Yeah.
This is spectacular.
Thank you so much to the staff that have supported us, the teams
Yeah.
that have attended. It's been the most fun I've had at a CS event in a very long time. Round of applause for the staff.
thank
you
you
so
guys.
much for having us. Awesome event. Please send me your love. This is absolutely epic.
They've created something unique here. haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to sponsors, Headlines, Sennheiser and Monster Energy especially. Great stuff.
Yeah, they've been phenomenal as well.
This has been so good, so much fun. Robin, it's good, nice to have you back.
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you
to
so much.
Fifth
Do you
Laren
want me
for
to
taking
close
my
this show
BTS
off?
You close it off.
virginity.
Look down the lens.
Do you
close
want me
it.
to close
Shut
it
it
off?
down, bro.
Yeah.
Which camera am I looking at?
Get
Give me
those
close up.
get
This
those
camera, this
beautiful
camera,
blue
this
eyes in there.
camera.
Guys, thank you so much for BTS. Number 4, I was going to do 2, but number 4, I'm hoping that there will be a 5th one, but I guess we'll see. Now, I'll see you guys later. Fuck off.
That's perfect. Let's
That's
go.
not bad.
See you guys
That's
next
not bad
time.
at all. Thank you, guys.